Backyard College Football pregame presented by FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Make every moment more. We're gearing up for rivalry week. A ton on the line. The stakes are so high with conference championships just around the corner. We're going to go through some of these matchups today with teams that have everything on the line to lose, taking on teams that really have nothing to lose. We begin with our game that is on CBS today, Notre Dame taking on USC. What are you expecting in this one?
What do you want to see? What do I want to see versus what do I expect to see?
Yeah.
I expect Notre Dame to handle this game.
Yeah.
I think USC, they made a change at quarterback. They benched Miller Moss. They've been going through some things. Lincoln Riley is trying to save himself at USC. Notre Dame, on the other hand, they're hot right now. Ever since that NIU loss that we dinged them for so much, I pounded the table because they lost that game, and I had a lot of opinions about it. Well, every game since then, they have won. And I think that when we have these conversations, we're starting to take it into account how hard it is to win week in and week out, regardless of who you're playing, what conference you're in. None of those things matter. It's hard to win every single week, and Notre Dame has done that. But Notre Dame has everything to lose in this game, because if they do not win, they are out of the playoff picture, no questions asked. So they have everything to lose with this matchup.
Notre Dame could be the most fraudulent teim in the country.
I wanted to say it.
But there is a caveat, though. Like, I'm not 100% sure, because they've been blowing out nobodies, and that includes Florida State. I think it includes Army and Navy. I know they're top 25, but they just don't have the personnel that a lot of teams do. They have played two pretty good opponents. Texas A&M on the road with a different quarterback, by the way. That was not Marcel Reed. They did get the win, and they played Louisville, who they beat by a touchdown that was a little bit close. That was at home. Now they have to go across the country, play a team where Lincoln Riley is going to scheme up some things against a defense that has been very, very good. He's going to find a way to put up some points. And again, Riley Leonard has gotten better versus awful competition throughout the season. I'm still not 100% convinced, if USC can score on Notre Dame's defense, that Notre Dame can do the same to USC's defense. They'll be the most athletic, physical team they've faced since week 1.
All right, you said Lincoln Riley, you expect him to put some points up on the board. If he doesn't get it done, this Trojans team doesn't get it done, are you putting Lincoln Riley on the hot seat?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, I don't think he's going to get fired this offseason, but you talk about an uncomfortable situation, an entire offseason, there's going to be a ton of conversation, a ton of question marks, and then you enter next season with, like, it better be good this year, or else you're probably going to be on the outside looking in, getting fired.
He's definitely going to get a lot of eyes looking on him. They brought Caleb Williams over there the whole show, expecting them to be a national championship contender. That didn't happen. Switched to Miller Moss, bench him. He's supposed to be the quarterback guru, and their offense has not been clicking.
Right.
So I could definitely see the question marks when it comes to that. But when it comes to this matchup, I think Notre Dame handles business. They can run the football with anybody. Love, Price, Riley Leonard, and their defense second in the country as far as points per game. They can slow down any offense. I know they had the one hiccup to NIU. Shout out to my Huskies helping out. Shout out to those guys, but they've played better since then, and they've been, look, they're playing the teams on their schedule, and they're winning convincingly. You see other teams playing lesser opponents, and the games are closer, so I got to give them their due, and they're winning by a lot of points, only one loss.
They completely skate by not playing in a conference.
Yes.
The fact that they just take a bye, their bye, because there was like, oh, well, they can't play for the bye. They get a bye by not having to play on conference championship weekend, and they probably get a home playoff game. It's a completely unfair dynamic that unfolds, but the College Football Playoff Committee, they let them do it. So, like, Notre Dame's like, all right, we'll keep doing it.